everyone. How's everyone doing? So we're going to work on gut-brain health today. To do a group clearing around, so the vagus nerve connects our gut and our brain. And the limbic system is also heavily involved in depression, can be anxiety. So these are our endocrine glands and also the brain stem, different parts of the brain. Okay, this is awesome. This is Janet.
Hi, everybody.
And so we're in the 7 Days of Healing group, and this is mental health. We're working around mental health. And so we're going to do a group healing, and I invited Janet on.
Thank
so she
you.
can lead us a little bit in this group.
I need this.
Yeah, so I got such a lot of good response last week from the way that we did that with Susan instead of just being Susan. So Susan getting the healing. So I thought we would do it like this, and then everyone benefit.
Well, if everybody couples to the benefits of what I've got, they're all going to be in for a big healing.
Okay, awesome. So, Colleen, so nice for you to be here. So Janet has been doing energy work for a long time. Janet's extremely intuitive, very gifted, talented. And would you like to say something?
Sure. I was really excited to hear that you were going to do a mental health week.
Yeah.
Let's just say this is a real big one for me. I know that my dad had been hospitalized when he was in college, and then again when I was about 18 months old for schizophrenia. They did electric shock therapy on him, and to be honest, I don't think I've ever really known who my dad really is because it wiped out a lot of his memories.
Right.
Today, there are a lot of dementia and Alzheimer issues in my family, particularly my father, who is now 90. But a couple other things that impacted me growing up is having a sibling with a significant birth defect. So between my dad's schizophrenia and my brother's birth defect, I suffered from a lot of depression and anxiety.
Right.
And then once I hit my teen years and started dating, I could say without exception that every guy I ever dated was an alcoholic. And then I ended up marrying someone who was a sex addict and had a problem with porn and a lot of acting out, most of which was on his own private kind of stuff. And I absorbed a lot of that.
Right.
I myself am also alcoholic, haven't had anything to drink since 1983. So, but I know that's in there. A couple of bipolar cousins, aunts and uncles and grandparents that have died with Alzheimer's and dementia. And myself, I'm having a lot of brain challenges right now myself because I've been diagnosed with 6 chromosomes that don't let my body purge toxins correctly, which I believe has a lot to do with the dementia and the Alzheimer's in my family. I don't think either of my sides of the family detox properly. And as Kate knows, I've struggled with a lot of bladder issues. And earlier today, I saw my Eden Energy Medicine practitioner who shared with me that bladder issues are very connected to central nervous system issues. So this is going to be a good one for me.
Okay, so thank you so much. Yeah, so we can definitely include some of the genetic DNA activations. So something that just stood out when we're, everyone is going to couple the benefits, so that will work. So when we're looking to the past, we experience a lot of depressive thoughts when we're looking at things that have happened. And when we're not in present time and we're projecting into the future, that's when we experience a lot of anxiety. So yeah, so meditation, just spending time, quiet time each day, and just really asking your body what it needs, what it wants, what if you're in pain, what you're experiencing, like you guys have all been starting to do, kind of relying on your intuition more, and just really believing that you know how to heal yourself, I think is really key. Just to kind of taking more ownership of that, which we're definitely doing as a group. I feel intuitively, I really feel, I sense that, I know that, so that's awesome. Okay, let me just tune in and ask where we should start. Okay, so the vagus nerve also I mentioned is the connection between the gut and the brain. It's definitely something to work on. Also, the limbic system, definitely. Okay, so do we need to? Okay, so even though we are set up today, already this morning, I'm gonna set everyone up. Should I be in this? Yeah, so we're placing, and if you're watching now or in the replay, you can follow along and you'll get all the benefits of this. So we're placing everyone in a sacred womb container. For healing, it doesn't have to be a container, it could be a room, but just a nice, sacred, safe space for this healing to take place in 12th, 13th dimensional consciousness. So 12th dimensional consciousness is source consciousness, 13th is a sacred womb space. And placing hand to heart, and just by doing this, when we place our hand on our heart, we're just allowing for that magical connection of our heart to open more, for our heart to open more, and to experience all that great energetic vibe of our heart. So just breathing from our heart space. And breathing in pure love. And setting the intention, I set the intention for our soul that anything that doesn't resonate with this pure love vibration dissolves, dismantles now. And anything that's blocking anyone receiving this work, this up leveling, these upgrades, but also cleanse, clears, releases now. Okay, so you're ready. Okay, so we're going to start with the limbic system. Okay, and specifically the brain stem. Okay, so I'm just being told, yeah, through birth trauma, the brain stem can be, I would say, damaged. Is that the right word I'm hearing? Yeah, especially with a C-section, if it wasn't natural delivery, maybe forceps.
I know I was posterior and it was a long birth.
Yeah, okay, is that what I'm picking up on? Okay. Okay, so we are, so any inflammation of the brain stem, we're asking that to cleanse, clear, release now for everyone, for Janet, for everyone watching. If they have this, you will get the benefits of this. So clearing, can we just do brainstem? No. So the whole of the limbic system, The brainstem is part of the limbic system. Amygdala. So the amygdala, any inflammatory energies. I should keep my eyes open so I can read. Okay. Something else. Yeah. So any cortisol, any stress hormones that are influencing the limbic system. And this is still from birth. Being in the womb, not feeling nurtured, nourished in the womb. Any fears, preconception fears around coming to earth, being born into a physical body.
And into this family.
Yeah. Yeah. So any contracts, any fears around contracts that we have made are coming into this life. We're going to have those. I'm just hearing just to say, just to work them out, whatever it is that needs to be worked out, so we can upgrade and be better equipped in this now moment to deal with the tasks at hand, I'm hearing, and to do what we came here to do, which was to elevate, to raise up, to rise ourselves up and to others up like we are doing. Back to the brainstem. Yeah. Okay, so lack of blood flow, I'm just seeing. Is that for any, so emotional, do we need to know specifics? No, so any emotional energies that are inhibiting blood flow into the brain from the, okay, so from the brain through the brain stem into the spine. So really working on the central nervous system and asking for maximum flow. So ease and grace and flow with energy, physical blood right now. And we're asking, should I do that now? Yeah, so asking for liquid light to flood, to come in through our crown chakra. If anyone's crown chakra is blocked, completely blocked, just going to kind of blow those comments out in there. So I'm just giving people like a life force infusion here right now, so we can get some life force, that prana energy in through the crown, coming through the nervous system. And allowing this liquid golden light to travel through the brain, down through the spine, into the gut. Okay, so into the microbiome, which is also really important to work on for mental health, any depression, anxiety, everything in between. So I'm just going to ask specifically about the microbiome. Toxins, so any toxicity that's affecting the microbiome, any mold, fungus, candida, parasites, bacteria. Is that enough? No, something else.
I'm hearing virus.
Yeah, good, thank you. So any viruses, we're asking these, the energy of these.
And heavy metal.
Yeah, good. Okay, to dissolve and dismantle any heavy metals, that have lodged in the microbiome, and anywhere in our system, in any of the energy systems of the body. And you can just ask for this life force. Should we do that now? This life force infusion. Just imagine just being completely flooded with life force energy, and have that flush out anything that needs to be flushed out right now. And just imagine it coming all the way out through your legs, down through your feet, and out the feet. More in this relaxed state, if you suspect that you have any of what we just mentioned physically, now is a really good time to ask and place your hand to heart, and ask, what do I need to know about this? You know, tune in, get really clear. Do I have a virus? Do I have candida? Do I have heavy metal toxicities? What do I need physically to take care of this? Can I take care of this energetically? Do I need to do the physical and the energetic at the same time? So just really inquiring. Now's a good time as we're all holding space for each other. So really, I'm just inviting, activating everyone's intuition right now, and any blocks to that. So we're recoding, re-encoding all DNA, all spiritual sacred gifts and knowledge that we all have. I'm activating, we are all activating that now in our DNA, in the cells of our body. So this comes online, this illuminates.
I'm buzzing. I can feel that all over.
Are you reading the comments, Janet? Because
no, I can't see them at all.
Okay. Is the page okay, Lisa? Is everything going?
I'll have to go back and see comments later. I've got it turned sideways, so it's not letting me see them.
Okay, it's working now.
I don't know, maybe it will if I do.
Okay.
There we go. Now I can see them.
Okay, so can we leave the microbiome? No, so yeah, we can. Okay, where do we need to go? So the spine, life force infusion. Okay, so just imagine you're flooding your spine, just the spine, our spinal cord, with liquid light. And working also on the somatic nervous system, which is all the nerves, which is the vagus nerve, is the main nerve in the somatic. So we're just asking this to be flushed. Any cobwebs? I'm seeing those. Any stagnant energy. And you can be really kind of forceful in how you see this, if you're doing the breath, how you do this. Just any stagnant chi, prana, life force energy. We're just asking that to completely flush out. Yeah, okay. Something else. Okay, do we need to stay with the spine, somatic nervous system? Yeah, so anywhere that the somatic nervous system is, any of these nerves are pinched, they are bound, they are
I'm hearing knots.
yeah, I'm seeing that. So any knots, any kinks, definitely kinks in these nerves. We're asking these to be flooded with life force energy right now. And any trauma, any emotions, that relate to these being kinked or inhibited, and anywhere that we have any hand in this. And this is really important, that we have done this to ourselves, knowingly or unknowingly, because at the highest realms, the highest levels, we have done this to ourselves. Yes, okay. Some arachnoids, we're doing that. So whatever Dave says right there is just leaving the screen. We are doing that. Okay, activating this. And we're also liberating ourselves from any falsehoods, any misconceptions that we might have about the nature of why we're here, any blame that we have for others, any blame for ourselves. We're asking this to dissolve, dismantle, so we can rise up. So you can just imagine yourself, if you can't see it in your mind's eye, kind of just create it. And imagine yourself just rising up, 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 up. As we clear, you can snap your fingers. Here comes Cleo, right on cue. Aww.
I'm glad she came.
Yeah, sweetheart. Yeah, I don't think they can see you. Gotta be here.
Hi, Cleo.
Spinal system, yes, or an active clearing of the cerebral spinal system, also through all time and all space, and any DNA from any time-space continuum that has been suppressed, that we have suppressed, that any genetic mutations, we're asking those to come fully online now.
I'm resonating with the comment about the vaccine toxins too.
Okay, what was that?
Just the person had mentioned that vaccine toxins.
Yeah, okay, so do we need to add that? Yeah, so clearing all vaccine toxins. Okay, so what I see, I was just talking with Susan Mays yesterday about this. She's in this group. I don't know if she's on. Should I go into this? Yeah, about vaccines that we had when children, and now we're faced with the choice to have this vaccine now. And really, we're all gonna end up in the same place. We already are, you know, we're already pure. We already are gonna all get to fifth dimension. It's happening. It's already happened. And maybe that's your path to have the vaccine now. Maybe it's your path not to have the vaccine now. So my point of just saying this is don't beat yourself up and don't judge others for their choices. It's really difficult because we don't know other people's karma and we don't know why they're here. And that just, well, makes me emotional.
Well, as is typical, I'm the black sheep of my family and I'm the only one that doesn't feel that it's the best thing for me.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Angela. Yeah, and me too, right? So just be true to yourself, and nobody else knows like you, and that is for everything, right? So
it's like I can certainly respect that other people feel it's important for them to do it. I feel it's equally as important for me not to
do it, right? And that's their awakening path, right? And we don't really know anyone else's path to awakening. So we honor and respect. And maybe in a few weeks, they'll be coming to you to clear the toxins. This is the conversation I was having yesterday with Susan. She's a great person. If you're having the vaccine and you have side effects, Susan Mays, her name is, and she's been working with people to help them clear that out of their systems. Anyway, okay, good. Yeah, it makes me emotional too. Yeah. It's a big deal.
Especially since I have some family members that it may cause estrangement, and I'm already estranged from one of my kids as it is.
Right. Okay. Can you stop doing that? Okay, so do we need to keep clearing that? Yeah, from, okay, this is from all lifetimes that we've ever been given anything intravenously in the form of a vaccine or given any substance against our will. And this has happened, guys, lifetimes that we've been forced, been given toxins, substances that have changed our DNA, that have mutated our DNA. So we're clearing this. We're going back to the beginning of creation, to the creation point of this, where this happens. Okay, and we cancel any contracts, beliefs that were forced upon us. And right now you can choose to say that, to do that, if you feel that that is something that might be or is affecting you. And we reaffirm the path of true love, of pure love. And listening to ourselves and listening to our inner wisdom and our inner guidance, because we know, no matter what that is, and there really is no, there really is no wrong path, because even if it is the wrong path, it's going to lead you to where you need to be. Right? Yeah. Okay, should we do that? Okay, so any false matrix, I'm not even going to talk about that. I'm just going to do that. So any false matrix, any templates, any agendas that are out there that we are influencing us, we're asking those to dissolve, dismantle, and to have energetic, organic templates recoded for all of us. Our template, the templates around us are our energy fields. Okay. Okay. Something else. Somewhere where we need to go right now. Back to nervous system, central, somatic, autonomic. Okay. So what's on automatic pilot, like our breath? Let me just ask. Okay, so bringing all the autonomic nervous system back into alignment. So this automatic functioning of our body becomes more clear. Oh, just like the start of the show. Okay, I don't want to get you down. It's distracting me. Okay, so the automatic comes back into alignment. So crystalline automatic functions of the whole body, especially the autonomic nervous system in the body. Any thoughts, all our thoughts, beliefs, crystalline. Okay, she's biting that now. Cleo. She's biting the cord. Yeah. Cleo. Wow, this is an interesting thing. So I'm just going to ask. Now she's biting my foot. Do we need to clear anything from Cleo? Yeah. Okay. She needs nervous system. Okay, so we're including Cleo in this. So any nervous system work that Cleo needs, and any cats that are out there that need any nervous system realignments, we're doing that. So this brings in Egypt. So anywhere and everywhere that, oh my goodness, I'm doing it for you. We had any past lives,
past lives as a cat
in Egypt, or yeah, any Egyptian chime lines we need to purify. We're doing that for everyone now.
Oh,
so
cool.
Atlantean and Egyptian timelines, very much the same. So we're asking that for Atlantis and these Egyptian timelines also to purify them for us and us to come into complete wisdom, knowing, remembrance of these timelines so they can assist us in the now. So pulling in that technology from those times also, and that's the automatic part, to have them run on automatic, the wisdom from those timelines, from those, that time, space, and activating that technology into our physical Lumeria. Yeah. Okay, so Noah is saying Egyptian Atlantis, he gets a sharp pain in his head. So right now you would ask, so why do I have this sharp pain in my head? So we always need to go in and self-inquire. It's just the best way to get to know yourself and to transform so much of what is going on with us. So it could be your wanting those lifetimes are ready to be revealed to you, Noah, or that stimulates something around that area of your brain, or a trauma from back then that's been projected into now and is even projected into the present, future, and future. So you can always, if you can't see that, you can always muscle test, but you've got to get get creative with your questioning. So those few questions are really good ways to start.
I'm getting a lot of decapitation stuff right now. Yeah.
Okay, so anywhere, so physically, let me just ask about this. Go there. Yeah. Let me just see one moment. Yeah. So with that, I get lifetimes that ended abruptly, so they were cut. So this is the Atlantis timeline, Lemurian, Egyptian. So all these timelines, ended. Not very nicely. Okay. So it's clear. No. So that knowledge we brought back, and again, so asking for that knowledge from those timelines to be brought back to us in its entirety with no chops in it, no decapitation.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, the DNA is not manipulated in any sense. And we can imagine right now the golden DNA spiral, the master DNA, coming through our body right now. So if you're going to imagine a golden DNA spiral coming in through our crown, it can even come from 12th, 13th dimensional consciousness. And just imagine that coming, winding down and coming all the way into your crown and coming through the body. So with any DNA activations, if you're doing this yourself, it's always good. In the EER, Easy Entity Release app, there is a part that has this. Imagine the golden DNA spiral coming through the body, cleansing, purifying. Okay. Even energetic decaffeinations, my lines of communication. Right, Liesl, absolutely. Yeah, so any cuts, any breaks, I'm just reading that, someone said around central nervous system. Cuts, breaks, chops in central nervous system function. I'm just seeing to fuse those. Energetically, just imagine they're fusing back together with liquid, golden liquid light. Can you hear my kids? really noisy. Can you hear them? No?
I can hear a little bit of something in the background.
Good.
I'm used to it. Don't forget I taught Children's House for 12
Yeah,
years. So
they're so quiet usually that they must. So, okay, so it's really interesting, right? So if you don't have your full intuition, you can start paying attention to with your five senses to what's going on around you. So right now I can hear my kids, my boys, and usually they're so quiet. So I ask, like, do they need anything? And then there's my cat who's, she usually jumps up, but then she's chewing on my feet. So, there's so many signs around us. We just have to look with different eyes, right? So any veils, energetic veils that we have placed over our physical eyes, energetic eyes, we're asking those to come down, to cleanse, clear, release. Because anytime in your life there was anything that you couldn't stomach, that you didn't want to see, if you physically turned away from that, that creates an energy in front of your eyes. Okay, so you can ask for the energy of this to dissolve, dismantle, so you can have pure vision, pure 20/20 vision, pure sight beyond the physical. So physically and beyond. Okay, so I'm just going to ask all my boys' names. So they're asking, so central nervous system. So for my children, for anyone's children that are watching, grandchildren, children, here right now, we're asking for central nervous system repair, for wholeness, for pureness of central nervous system, somatic nervous system. And this, again, golden liquid light coming through the crown chakra, coming through the nervous system, through the spine, through the brain, and just flushing, doing a flush of any stagnant energy. So maybe you're out taking a walk, right? Obviously not now, but when we get off and, a feather falls in front of you, or you see a bird or an animal that you don't usually see on the same walk, or, go home and look it up. You can always look up the totem, the spiritual meaning of certain animals, and, what that means, and, how does that resonate to me now? Thanks, guys. So just inquiring instead of, it's so easy, and I've done this myself. We get a pain and we're kind of incapacitated, right? But if we could go within and ask, what's this pain trying to tell me? What's the lesson here? Why am I seeing this amazing crane or eagle or that I never ever see before, right? Or, this acorn just dropped right in front of me or on my head or whatever it is, I don't know, right? Or I tripped, tripping, falling, is there symbolism in there? So that nothing is by accident. Everything has a meaning, even the mundane, the silly things. Yeah. Okay. Lisa says, I know pain is a sign for me yet I struggle believing I can resolve it. Yeah, so clearing any mistrust that we have. Okay, whether this is our own mistrust of ourselves, and sometimes you just have to bypass that, right? We just have to say, we just have to bypass the programming. So all programming, where we've programmed ourselves, any programming that's not ours, that has been placed on us, we dissolve, dismantle now. And sometimes we just have to step into the uncomfortableness. Yeah. Because we're uncomfortable in pain, so why not be uncomfortable in something that might assist us. No, it's worth a try.
Something that's a little more productive.
Yeah, something that might have a resolution. Because if we suffered for years, and I know we suffer, I suffered for years, and we do. So, okay, so everywhere, all the suffering, we're just going to uncode this. Cleanse, clear, release this, because everything we speak it into being, right? Words are really powerful. So we have to be careful what we say. Yeah. Okay, so something else. Okay, so 737 people, so that's a 10, so that's a 1, so that's new beginnings, the new, okay, something else we need to do, something else I should do, no, okay, I think we're done. Yeah, so when I'm done with anything like this, I just back myself out of this healing, and you guys can do that too, just consciously end. Okay, whether that's, I just energetically back myself out. Thank myself for showing up. I thank all you guys for showing up, for doing the work. I love this group. It's so amazing. Next week, we're doing relationships.
Ooh, thank you, Kate.
Yeah.
I needed this. It's like I can still feel the vibrations. I'm like a bowl full of jelly right now.
I know, yeah. So the one thing I want to say about relationships, it can be with another person, but ultimately that person is us, right? So if we have any issues with another person, it's because it's in us. And that other person is a reflection of us. They are showing us where we have issue, where we are not whole and we're complete with something. Say it's, I don't know, they don't do what I ask them to do, or they don't let me spend any money, whatever it is, that's an issue within you. So it could be relationship. You could come next week with a partner wanting to heal with a primary relationship, a relationship with family, with children, or it could just be a relationship with yourself. Really powerful. Okay, guys, someone asked about rebalancing. Let me just ask about that. So basically, we did just rebalance. That's what we did. And someone asked me in a session this morning, do we need to take ourselves out of the container? No, the container dissolves.
Okay.
Yeah, Angela, relationship to food. That's lovely. Like, yeah, let me just, yeah. I hadn't thought that, but yeah. Yeah, we have a relationship with more than people, right? Definitely. Okay, let me just ask, so we complete 100%. And I'll just ask, is there, like, my activations for you in the mornings? I just ask if anyone needs any special assistance, attention that's on right now. And I get a no. And I just personally ask if there's anything that I can assist anyone with, and that's a no. Okay, so I'm glad you guys like this. I like this format where someone comes on and talks, and I do this for all of us. Do you like this, guys? It feels super powerful to me, no? Yeah. Okay, so we'll just keep this format going every week. It feels more organic to me too, because I'm channeling, which before I was just using a chart. If you look at some of my older videos, it was just more like a traditional session kind of thing, no? So this is more, it's more holistic and organic for me. It feels more in line with me. Where we're all going, we'll all be doing this, yeah.
Well, and it seems like when you do that, it shows us how we can do it ourselves. I
Yeah.
found myself over the last several days doing a lot of that. What is this pain telling me? And it's like I've worked with some of these charts so many times, I could just picture them in my head, and it was almost like one would pop up in front of me that I needed.
So yeah, so awesome, and it's like, yeah, with all the charts, I think I said this last time around muscle testing. It's we can do it in our head. We can. We can up level. We don't need to be muscle testing. So practice, guys. And I'm here. Okay, wonderful. I love all of you so much. And activations are done, so I will post that.
Thank you, Kate. I
Okay.
really appreciate this.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Janet. And
You're
I'll talk
welcome.
soon.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.